Hey Cougars, happy Halloween! I'm Sean Montiel.
I'm Rebecca Torres, and you're watching this spooky edition of Cougar News Network. Filling up on candy, a look at an adorable Halloween activity around the hallways of Franklin.
Honoring those who have passed on. See how Franklin is remembering the souls of all of the departed.
A beautiful Mexican tradition. Find out how El Paso is celebrating Dia de los Muertos.
Some of Franklin's youngest students hit the hallways for a fun-filled day of trick-or-treating.
The students are part of the school's child development program. A safe, fun activity for some of Franklin's smallest students.
The CDL trick-or-treating is a great opportunity for the children and also some of the teachers because it's just a really fun thing to do on Halloween for them.
The Child Development Lab trick-or-treating event is something that happens every year on Halloween.
We go around and we ask teachers if they want to participate in the CDL trick-or-treating and they get treats for the kids.
Teachers who participate open their doors during the trick-or-treating times and pass out candy to the children. The event takes place during different class periods in both main and magnet so all the children can participate. The kids, big and small, dress up in costumes and walk hand in hand down the hallways as they collect candy.
My favorite part of doing this is just seeing the kids' faces and seeing them all dressed up, and they get so excited seeing all the teachers and the candy.
My favorite part of doing this is seeing all the children dressed up because I think it's super cute. I love all their costumes and it's really cool how we get to dress up too. It's so excited and you can see it on all their faces.
This event was created to allow the children who are part of the CDL program to have a safe place to trick-or-treat and get a head start on filling up their Halloween candy buckets. Not only do the smaller kids love this event, but it's also a lot of fun for the high school students too.
I think it's important because it gives kind of a sense of community. Like, we get to be closer to the little kids and it's something fun that we get to do with them. And I don't know, for me it kind of reminds me of when I was little and I was trick-or-treating.
It genuinely brings us all closer together and it makes us more involved in our school.
Franklin's CDL program offers high school students the opportunity to get real-life experience working with a child. Students say they love being part of the class.
Someone should join CDL because it's really good to work with children, to learn how to work with them.
I think people should join CDL because it's a really good opportunity to just learn more about yourself and about how to work with different people.
Franklin's orchestra hosts its annual Halloween concert to get everyone into the Halloween spirit.
The concert was held Tuesday, October 29th at the Coronado Auditorium. Several groups performed including varsity, JV, freshman, and chamber orchestras. Franklin's guitar classes also performed at the event. Many of the performers were dressed up in their Halloween costumes as they filled the auditorium with the sounds of the season.
You're never too old to dress up for Halloween.
We hit the hallways to see all the creative costumes roaming the halls of Franklin.
I'm dressed as Deadpool, the Deadpool 3 movie one.
Me and my friends just did like a trio costume last minute.
I've been watching The Dark Knight ever since I was a child, and Heath Ledger's Joker actually kind of inspired me to do this costume.
Oh, it's an outstanding Astros uniform.
I'm dressed as Stan from South Park because I like South Park and my friend is Cartman.
My friends and I are the Avengers.
I was between a lot of Halloween costumes, so this was kind of like my last minute option.
I am a Jedi from Star Wars.
I'm dressed up as a Power Ranger. I chose this costume because me and my boyfriend wanted to match and we thought Power Rangers were cool.
I'm a Top Gun pilot.
I chose it because, it's just who I am, and I love who I am, and I'm glad that I just love being in this costume. It's just super fun.
My plans are to trick-or-treat with my friends at rich houses to get those big candy bars.
We're gonna go get food, the burritos at Chipotle for $6.
For Halloween, I think I'm just gonna hand out candy to kids and maybe watch Hocus Pocus or something like that.
My favorite part about Halloween season is seeing what everybody else comes up with.
My favorite part of Halloween is coming to school and seeing everyone dressed up because it's one of the dress-up days that everyone actually participates in and it's always fun to see.
I think Halloween does reflect on personal creativity.
Halloween is just the best. You get to scare people.
It's just a reason to have fun and dress up as who you want to be.
You still got to get into the spirit. Yeah, no matter what, you gotta get into the spirit.
Blood isn't just for vampires, it's also needed to save human lives.
That's why El Paso's Blood Bank made a stop at Franklin on Halloween to help replenish its supply.
Vitalant hosted a blood drive at Franklin on October 31st all throughout the school day. Students and staff were encouraged to stop by and donate blood for a good cause. Vitalant says one person's blood donation saves 3 lives. Blood is separated into pellets, red cells, and plasma. After blood is collected, it's first taken to Vitalant to be tested. It is then separated and then taken to area hospitals where it can be used as needed.
Platelets, typically it's more for like emergency surgeries or anything like that. Red cells, same thing, more or less. Or planned surgeries, anyone that's gonna need blood or anything like that in a surgery. What plasma does is carries your vitamins, electrolytes, anything like that. Another big thing about platelets is that it's used for cancer a lot as well.
To donate blood, you have to be 16 or older, and you may require a parent's signature to donate. Vitalant plans to host another blood drive at Franklin sometime next spring.
The Franklin Spanish National Honor Society is educating the community about the Mexican holiday known as Day of the Dead.
The Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, happens around Halloween. Families welcome back the souls of their deceased loved ones by creating an altar or ofrenda. You can find this ofrenda as you walk into the Magnet building. It features sugar skulls, colorful flags, flowers, and most importantly, photos of those who have passed on. The altar is significant in Mexican culture because it is believed that by placing photos of loved ones in the ofrenda, their spirits are able to visit the land of the living for a short period of time. The president of the Spanish National Honor Society explains the significance of the Day of the Dead in El Paso.
I think it's highly important for El Paso, Texas, because El Paso is such a rich cultural city in which more than half of our inhabitants are Hispanic, mostly Mexican because we have Juarez right next door. And it's important to remember our heritage, and it's important to celebrate our background and everyone who has come before us, and we do that by celebrating our traditions.
To celebrate Day of the Dead, Franklin's National Honor Society hosted a sugar cookie decorating event.
It happened Wednesday, October 30th, after school in the Magnet cafeteria. Students were invited to come decorate sugar cookies with different colored icing. It's the group's first community event of the year.
We decided to host this because we wanted to make sure that our members feel united and that we get to know each other. And not only that, but we're able to celebrate our Hispanic culture and make everyone aware, especially our school, that Hispanic culture is important and that we're here to celebrate it.
The Spanish National Honor Society plans to host this event again next year.
El Paso is also celebrating the Day of the Dead with its annual Downtown Parade. People lined the streets of downtown El Paso Saturday, November 2nd as colorful floats went by. There were giant skeletons, dancers, alebrijes, and live music. Some of that music was provided by Franklin's mariachi group, Estrella del Oeste. They marched down the street with traditional Day of the Dead face paint as they performed for the crowd. Franklin's Spanish National Honor Society also participated in the parade. They marched alongside the organization No Lost Food.
Hey Cougars, I'm Marco Cervantes and this is your weekly sports recap. Baseball had a fun Halloween celebration where they hosted their own game with Franklin's own baseball team wearing costumes while playing a fun game of baseball. This was a way for baseball to celebrate Halloween and for people who wanted to come out and support baseball early in the year before their season starts during the spring. Since it was a scrimmage, freshman, JV, and varsity all played each other for a night of Halloween fun. There was all kinds of costumes during the game. There was someone dressed up as Nacho Libre, Scooby-Doo, Stitch, Frozone, and many more. Happy Halloween, Cougars. That's all for this week's Sports Cougars. Now back to Shauna and Rebecca.
That's all for this week, Cougars. As always, I'm Sean Montiel.
I'm Rebecca Torres.
Thanks for watching Cougar News Network.